Hello everyone, welcome back to Time Trouble Studios. You may have seen my last video where I made 5 traps and tested them out on noobs. Actually, it was the same noob every single time. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out right now. Or check it out after this video, but just check it out. Today I'm going to be doing something a bit similar, but also different. I'm going to be showing you tips on how to keep mobs out of your house. These will not work on players, unfortunately, unless they have, like, the IQ of gum or something. But I'm sure most of you have had a little house in Minecraft, and then you forgot to close the door. Next thing you know, you're dead because a creeper blew you up. And then you have to walk all the way over to your house because it blew up your bed. And it's always so frustrating. Or something similar. But I'm going to be showing you some tips on how to avoid that. These are not 100% foolproof, unfortunately. But anyways, let's get into the video. Okay, our first tip is to simply just put a moat around your house. Doesn't have to have water in it, doesn't have to have lava in it, just needs to be a moat that is 2 blocks deep. As you may have noticed by now, mobs refuse to jump in Minecraft. I don't know why. Unless it's a slime. But if you don't live in a swamp biome, do they spawn anywhere else? I think that's it. Unless you live in a swamp biome, then this won't be that helpful. But every other mob will not jump. Skeletons, zombies, creepers, they don't jump. So instead of just walking straight into your house, like you could, they'll just fall down and die. Or you could put lava in for extra security, but if you don't, and you just have water that focuses them all into one spot, you'd have a XP generator of sorts. And now my beautiful house is protected. I'll go show you real quick. I'm gonna put some villagers in here, and then I'm gonna put some zombies out here. Go kill them. Oh yeah, I forgot. Zombies burn in daylight, but, see? They can't get in. It's kind of funny, actually. You achieve the same effect with a, fence, but that's too boring. Okay, our second tip is to simply put a fence around your house. This will probably require a bit more wood than your normal house might, but it's pretty effective at keeping all mobs out. Except spiders and endermen and slimes. Just most of the normal mobs. And yeah. But just go on to the next tip. Next up, we have a wall. And this is no ordinary wall. This is a very, very beautiful wall. I'm just kidding, it's ugly, it's hideous. It took me like 10 seconds to make, but it works. The thing that's so special about this wall is spiders cannot climb right over it because of this little overhang. They will simply get stuck right here. And it also gives you more room to, I don't know, maybe put some fencing here, and then suddenly you have a bunch of archer positions that you can shoot mobs or players. For our fourth tip, we have a door. But this is no ordinary door, because I'm pretty sure all of you have put a door on your house before. If you haven't, you must be killed by mobs quite a bit. But this solves the problem of opening a door and forgetting to close it. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you have this problem. There's a pressure plate on the inside, so when you open it and go over it, it closes behind you. Then you can just walk straight out and it closes behind you also. And this is a really helpful tip because it's so incredibly simple. Just one pressure plate, and you will no longer be killed by mobs when you're crafting your new iron helmet or something related. Next tip. Okay, next up is a bit of a weird one, but it works. Have you ever had a hard world that you forgot was on hard, so you put a wooden door up, and then in come the zombies, and you're dead? Well, this one kind of solves that problem. This is a door that pretty much confuses the monsters. The way they see it is that this is a solid wall, so they can't get through. However, you can push them through, so if there's a big crowd of zombies, they can still get through. But I have used it in my house, and no mobs have come through. No mobs have come through at all. Except little baby zombies, but they just don't count. And if you want to, you can put some doors behind this. Fail. Okay, next up we have another door-related thing, because the door is pretty much the most important part of this. But this is pretty simple, as always. There's just a pit right in front of the door. So any mobs that want to come in will either just stop right here, or they'll fall in. And you can just easily slip around it, or jump over it if you make this a bit taller. And you don't need a door. Okay, next up we have a creeper-resistant house. And this is something that you can't just add to your house, sadly. You kind of need to build your house around this sort of principle. But a creeper can only blow through one layer of stone if it's sitting right next to it. Let me show you really quick. Die. See? Only one of the things exploded. The other one is fine, and it was sitting right next to the creeper. So, if your house is 2 blocks thick, that is stone, or something similar to stone, as in it has pretty much the same blast resistant, see? If you blow up a creeper right next to it, only part of the house will blow up. See? It did not break all the way through. Of course, you have to repair it every time a creeper blows up near your house, but the creeper will never get through your house in one hit, especially if it's standing on the roof. And if you want to make windows, you just need to have a window and then iron bars. And if you want to have a door, and you probably should, you just need to have 2 iron doors, like that. And you now have a creeper-resistant house. It's not creeper-proof, because it needs repairing every single time. An obsidian house would be creeper-proof, but that's too expensive. Next tip. Okay, our next tip only works with one type of mob, but if you're a noob who's not prepared, then this could be very, very helpful. So as you may know, Endermen can get through any defense they want, and they'll just teleport through your barbed wire and moat and everything. Except there is no barbed wire in Minecraft. But anyways, the Enderman could just teleport right into your house if it's 3 or more blocks tall. And if it's 2 blocks tall, it just isn't that big or open, I guess. So you just need to make it 1.5 blocks tall. I know this really doesn't help too much, but it makes your house seem quite a bit bigger. See? The roof is much higher, or seems much higher, and Endermen cannot come inside. Hey, they're only tips. Stop staring at me like that. Okay, how many times have you tried to sleep, only to have this little annoying text that says, "You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby." And you're inside your house, and you know that they're not going to kill you because you're inside your house. Well, the tip is, for this, to keep your bed as far away from the walls or any other place monsters could be. Maybe like at the very top or below it. Therefore, even though your house is pretty small, the monsters will not really affect you. And if you have a bigger house, just try to keep it towards the center and as high as you can. And the mobs will not affect you at all. Our final tip is to simply stop all the mobs from spawning in the first place. To do that, just place torches or some other light source everywhere around your house. It may not look pretty if you do it pretty disorganized, but monsters will not spawn anywhere near your house. And you will be safe from monsters forever. Or until they realize that the light won't actually hurt them. Well, I thank you for joining us today on Time Travel Studios, and I hope some of these tips help you out when you are playing Minecraft and are trying to build a house. And if they don't, well, these videos aren't for everyone. But, yeah. As you can see, we've transformed that ugly noob house into a noob house that's probably 10 times as safe as your house. Not to brag or anything. But, yeah, that's it for today's video. I thank you for joining us on Time Travel Studios, even though I've already said that. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.
Created using Powtoon.